Do you expect this coming right here, right now?
I had an idea it might be happening.
What's the idea? Oh, you had an idea. You saw me cleaning my camera screen off?
Yeah, it's weird. You lick at your finger and then.
Yeah. I mean, that's good. Yeah, it goes ahead and gets all the contamination off. Then I go ahead and just dry it with my dirty shirt. So it seems to work out decently well.
Everybody does it that way.
I'd guess so. So this is our car. I guess you're pretty much part owner at this point. It's been here. I think this is actually the first G8 we cammed with a BTR2. So I guess our BTR roots do kind of run deep. And we're swapping up the engine setup. This is a very stock LS7 intake, but Dusty, you know all the details of this engine much better than I do. So
It's a 440 cubic inch, 13-to-1. It's got it's a 4185 bore with a stroker crank and 2-inch headers.
yep, the 2-inch Cooks, CID heads.
Yep, CID.
Done by LME.
LME ran their program on them. So.
Yeah, we're going to be on the 85, of course. We've got a stock LS7 intake on it right now, and we're going to swap that out on the dyno, hopefully. Oil pressure sending unit issues.
Yeah, won't go on there.
No, that's been par for the course.
That's weird.
And we're going to swap to the Trinity. This is the Trinity, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
PTR Trinity Black. It's nice.
Yeah, it looks good. It is over in this box. We got the matching valve covers as well. So the goal with this one is we really want 650. I mean, the old motors made mid 500s. So if we can make 100 with, more cubes, better heads, we should be good. And then we're going to do testing for that. We were going to get it done today, but we had some issues with the push rods.
God.
These are the Johnson short throws.
Yeah, they're 2116 link bars, and they have a very tight tolerance for preload.
Like plus or minus 5 thousandths.
5 thousandths, and push rods come in 25 thousandths increments. So, and all push rods aren't created equal. So
we learned that today. That's another thing. We measured push rods, and some of them were off as much as what, 15 thousandths? 25 thousandths. But I just want to put a little something out there because we haven't talked about this car much, and we haven't really talked much about this build.
Yeah, we got yesterday I spent quite a bit of time getting the push rod link sorted with an adjustable push rod, and then we take a dial indicator and mic the adjustable push rod and have this thing's 30 thousandths plus or minus 5 is where it wants to be. We had one intakes for 32 and the exhaust side was 34. So they were super dialed in. We overnighted some push rods that were that length, but the length that was written on the push rod didn't coincide with the dial indicator reading. So, they're 15 thousandths. I mean, you're talking a little bit, but when you're in this tight of a window, that's a lot. And we've got some brand push rods that are closer, and obviously if you have a push rod to start with, it doesn't really matter because you can just go up or down. But
we were starting from ground zero with
nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
It was a little tougher. So anyway, you run into that kind of stuff.
I mean, it's an all new setup. So yeah, we've got some things that we had to do to get right. The push rods are the main thing. We've got the LS7 rockers already on here. Got the engine in. Everything else is going pretty good. Belts are just, because we went ahead and put a new damper on it, and while the swapping things out, we went ahead and tried to freshen things up as much as possible. So we hope to get it running tomorrow. We overnighted another set of push rods. So that's we'll have 3 different sizes tomorrow, and we should be able to get it. We've got the exhaust tied up. We've got everything here back. I put the battery back in it, which that was fun. We had to use the battery out of here for a winch to get. Anyways, so hopefully the next video will be it running. But just to give a brief rundown of the motor, because I know we've talked about it in some of our holding groups, but I don't think we've talked actually much about it on the channel besides the BTR intake video we did a few months ago.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm excited to see what it's going to do. You know, we know the stock LS7 intakes are, you know, not the greatest after a certain point. So we know that on a C6Z that the MSD will pick up 40.
Yeah, and
Just an intake swap.
and this is more cubic inches, a lot of compression.
And a really good intake we're going on there with the BTR Trinity. So I don't know what it's going to do with this one.
We'll see. You know, I'm still hoping for over 600 right out of the gate with this intake and everything. I mean, it's a pretty stout combination, and we should have the fuel system and all. And then if we can do the intake, and then we'll probably get a custom spec cam for it down the road. Right now, Dusty had some stroker cams. We just literally put in a TSP stroker cam in here. So we're going to just see how that one does and give us a baseline. So overall, we're making progress, but when it's such a unique setup, it's just causing some things. But we'll get it done. Yep. And anyway, hopefully, like I said, we'll follow back up here in a day or two, hopefully with a little, probably do a short with it running. Hopefully that'll be the next video.
That'll be a good goal, yeah. Hopefully tomorrow. We ordered some different push rods overnight, and again, they're not the same brand, so we're hoping that they're off about the same amount.
That's true, because every brand we tried, except for one, which was like an off brand, were a little bit long.
We mic'd a bunch of different push rods we had here just to see how they correlated, and
they all seemed to.
There was one kind of, like you said, off brand. It was dead on what it said.
And everything else were high.
15, 25 long.
So hopefully these will be the same, and we'll get it. But yeah, that's a quick little shop car update, and we'll be in touch with you guys soon. Hopefully, I'll put this one out tonight. It's Friday. So hopefully tomorrow, guys, you might be seeing a short of us cranking this thing. Until then.